I mean, it looks good.
Back. It's a freaking Jeep. Alright, we're moving right along still. Trying to still make some headway as I can. We did get the seat. We got all the wiring done. We showed you. I got my little new bushings. It's orange on the side of the seat. My son 3D printed me. So I just put the little bushings on. That took some of the slack out that we had in our seats. Got the harnesses back in. Console back in and bolted down. I had some holes in the floorboard over here. I found some the big push-in pieces to go in them. That covered them up pretty good, and they're in there tight. So, and I had a big hole under the dash, but it was about 2 or 3 inch hole. And my buddy gave me some mastic tape like they use for air conditioning duct work to put over it. So I got that took care of. Got the rotor packs back on. I ain't got them tight. We put these braces here. My buddy Chris from Mars Fab made me cut these braces out for me to brace the cage, and since right across the shock tower, since we took the other support that we had going out through the tub, since we took it out when we redone it. So got them put in. Finally, after a couple days of pondering on our storage situation, decided to go back with the pack outs because we like them. We already got them, but I did change the mounts around from where I had them, and we put nut certs in the floor, in our new floor, because before we just had them screwed in with some like roofing screws with rubber washers, which worked great, but I was done with that. So these have nut certs in them. If I want to take them back out or move anything, then I can put my little black flathead screws in the nut cert holes, and you'll never know. Got a hole in it. Got a speaker box ordered, 10 in it. Just originally start with a kicker 10 and a truck box. We didn't really like the way it sounded. Didn't like the way it set. It actually, you can see it wore holes in our PRPs.
Yep.
Because I had it setting up there against my console almost. So that was a no-no now. I had a 12-inch box that we liked the sound of it, but it was carpeted. So was the 10. I don't like the carpet boxes because we like to wash it out. So we tore the Bart, was going to take all the carpet off of and try to sand it, but the time you do that, I found I think it's called a Q-bomb box that's already coated, armor coated. So we ordered it. It'll be here in a couple days. So that's what this hole is for, is a sub box. And it will be, I'm gonna drill through it and put nut certs in it to hold it to the floor so it don't go nowhere. Instead of my little cheesy little L brackets that I've had in the other ones, because we keep swapping stuff around. This time we're putting it together, since we got the rear enders and all done, hopefully putting it together like this, and it's gonna stay like this for a while anyway, a good while. Very happy though with the inner fenders and all that, and the braces. All that turned out good. We sanded here and was gonna put a tube across the back, but that's not gonna work out like we wanted it to. So I guess we're gonna paint that back and leave it alone. But that's how far we got so far. I don't
know if I got your. Did I get your?
Oh yeah, I've redone my hinge here. I don't think we talked about that. I took the factory latch piece. I cut a little bit of it off because with the fenders it stuck out too far. I had to cut the top because it used to come up and over and bolt to the top and the sides. So I cut that off and used part of that and welded it back together and then just bolted it to the fender. So that all shuts and works good now. Actually shuts better and tighter than it did before. So, but that's about it so far.
In that case, let's get to work.
Yeah! Alright, so we got a little more done. Didn't get a lot of video on it, but we got the speaker box come in and we got it mounted in there. I actually took drilled 2 holes before we put the sub in it, drilled 2 holes in it and marked the floor. We put nutserts in the floor, and then I bolted the box in, and then I mounted the sub and all that. So it's bolted to the floor. We like it because it's actually the same exact height as our Milwaukee pack out mount, so it's kind of a flat surface across there. Everything's about the same sticking forward. We put the protector pieces off the old box on it. All of our Milwaukee stuff is mounted in it now. Need to shut my cooler. Got our new cooler. So we got a cooler for our lunch stuff and then a cooler for our drinks now. So it can be separated, not have it in a bag. It's all mounted down with nutserts this time. And this is everything in it that we carry. It's done, ready to go like it is. So still got our tailgate table, all that work, still have it. New addition that we got put on that we didn't get to film is a set of Smittybilt trail doors. I've been wanting a set of trail doors, and there was only 2 brands I wanted, and these happen to be available on a discount with an account we had. So I like the latch in these. It's regular latch for the door, and they're very easy to move, and they kind of give you a little protection on your side of your here. So, and they work very good. They also come with brackets that you could bolt on here to put a mirror on it, but we don't run mirrors. They even had
a large rear view mirror now.
So that's my next thing of talking, because we didn't video me putting it in. Did come with door straps, so they still won't swing out so far. So I'm very happy. I like the way they're. The other ones I was looking at, and a lot of them you look at, are actually round tubing, even here. And we like that these are flat, so it's kind of flat to match the side of the Jeep. Other thing we put in that we didn't get a video is that we ordered that from Rough Country. It's a Rough Country side-by-side mirror. It's got nice aluminum clamps. I think it'll do from 1 3/4 tube to 2-inch tube, or 1.5 to 1 3/4. I don't know, but it's reasonably priced. I think it's like they got them on our website. They're like $25 or something. So for the quality of it, and for a multi-use, it's got wing nuts on it just so you can take it loose and it adjusts, and you can mount it all different ways. So that worked out, because a regular rear view mirror, I couldn't find my right button, and for what I was gonna pay, my mirror was messed up. So what I was gonna pay for a mirror, that was cheaper just to do that, and it gives you a better, wider angle of view, and that way I don't have to worry about side mirrors. All of our sub is all in, hooked up. It's all playing like we want it. All of our stuff's in it. So interior, other than I got to put this pack out mount back, or the pack out for our gas back on it, because I just took it off so you can see in the back. With that mounted, the interior is completely back together. We had a safari top and our sunshade on it, and we're gonna leave the sunshade off. I just got to put the safari top back on, and the upper part, interior and upper part, will be back done. Other thing is to show you the exhaust. We got our exhaust wrapped, all but a little bit of it, and my other wrap is sitting in the bucket here, soaking in water so we can wrap it. We started here at the bottom of the header where I had redone the pipe.
Sorry.
And we have it wrapped all around to the muffler, and we stopped. It is hard to wrap around the actual bracket and or the O2 sensor and all's right there. So we stopped there. We got a heat shield starting there above the muffler. And then we come back here to the back and started again and wrapped all the way back to here. And I run out because it was just partial roll. So I ordered some more, and it's in. We have it in. It's soaking in the bucket, like I said. And it is going to go from here to this clamp. And that way it takes some heat off the floor, the new floorboard where all of our stuff's mounted. And then the rest of it will be fine because it's going out. We got heat wrap on our light. I think we might show that. We are still missing a little thing right here. that's a disconnection Bluetooth, but it's laying on the table because it's finally arrived. So our front one is back in, and it's from Adam and them at Knoxville Driveline in Tennessee. The rear one we had was from them too. Great product, ain't nothing wrong with them other than I tore the one they built me out. Not nothing with their fault. That was on me. It was a 1310 on one end, so I had to order some stuff and from another carrier because we like to kind of show and our support that everybody that we deal with sometimes that we like. It's our new shaft from Tom Woods is in the house. They sent us a hat and our new rear shaft that we haven't unwrapped yet with 1350 and 1350. So much beefier double cardigan, which we had looked at that on I think one of our other videos what we was putting in here. I had to order another one, so for another customer and one for our buddy Zach Squatchy. So while I was ordering that, we went ahead and had to build us the rear one. So we'll have Tom Woods in the rear and Knoxville in the front, showing support on both ends. And their buddies, Adam from Knoxville and Sean from Tom Woods, they're both friends, so we showed the support to both of them. So that's going back in. Man, we're getting close to getting this thing wrapped up back together. One more thing while we're talking, because I've already got ground down, is these axle strap or axle tie downs that weld on. These are from Barnes. You can get them from Barnes, Bleeping Jeep. They several people is making them now. These are Barnes, very cheap addition, and I'll show you how they work for people that don't know. So we tie our Jeep down traditionally with axle straps. Most time these go on. You can put them on the axle, anywhere you want them. I'll show you where we're putting ours because I tie down two different ways depending on what we're hauling it on. Mine are going to weld on the inside here, and it is tapered and cut out for your axle housing. If you weld them, this is the way I prefer it. People I've seen them weld it the other way, but this gives you more room. When you weld this on, you just hook your axle strap, or not axle strap, but your actual strap with your hook in there, and then it gives you that much, if I get my finger out of the way, that much rotating angle to whatever angle you need to go to the trailer. These I am going to try to weld down because I want, if we haul it on the one trailer, I can still hook it and it'll latch and pull it to the back and tie it to the back. Or we can have it here and go in the center like we tie down sometimes. And then the front ones is going to be tucked right in between the knuckle and that, and rotated down against my truss for my steering, and then hook in, and I can still go to the front and haul it, or to the middle, whichever way we need to haul it. So very nice handy little thing. We've never had them on something, but we put them on a bunch of customer stuff and they love them. And so we're gonna get a set on ours this time. Another upgrade. So getting very close. Thanks to my buddy Zach, my dad, and of course the lady behind the camera, my wife Crystal. Thanks to all them for helping us get back together while I've been down something, couldn't do a whole lot, so we just ready. So we're getting close. Everybody can see my Woody.
I like it. on the tip, in the middle of the tip.
Yeah, in the middle of the tip. Yeah, see, we're like 105 and 7/8. So that little bit, I bet you the other side would be 106. And that's what I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
So I may ought to turn this control arm one around on the front. I can look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at it. Would you just look at it? Just look at it.
Oh, would you look at that?
Put that
Just look at that.
It's almost done. Thank goodness. Because it's been a while. It's been tore apart since January? End of December, January? I don't know. It's been so long I don't really know now. I just got the control arms, got everything adjusted as close as it's gonna get. And I got all the control arm bolts tight. All the jam nuts is tight and marked. Everything's marked. I got my axle, my tie downs welded on and painted. They're done now. All the skid plates is under done. We finished wrapping the exhaust. Everything that I want to mark bolt wise, I mark. I don't ever mark these center skid plate because they might have to come back down. Who knows? Not now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hopefully not no time soon. But I don't ever mark them. Got to bleed the brakes, which they work pretty good, but I want to run through and bleed them. I'm trying to think what else we got to do. Got to grease front axle joints because they ain't been greased, and I think the last 2 trips out I didn't grease them because you only grease them. You're supposed to grease them like every time, but we don't run it. Last 2 trips out, it's been short-lived trips, so they didn't really. They still had grease in on the next time. I consider a long trip that needs to be greased every trip would be like a full 2 or 3 day of riding, and then maybe grease them again. But it only takes a couple squirts in each cap because they don't have bearings in them. They're solid U-joints. Grease them, and we're charging the battery right now because I left some ding dong left the key on and killed the battery the other night. Park lights changed out. I put pigtails on them, so now if I need to change them again if they get dull, I can just plug and unplug them. I bought the JK pigtails and wired them into my harness, and now they are quick changing, not butt connected together like they were, because I didn't take the time to do it last time. So a lot of things has got done better and like I originally wanted them this time because I'm taking a little bit of time. So because I got a little time, yeah. But we're getting close, getting real close to being back together and ready for the first drive. I really think my caps on these controller mounts is gonna work real good this time and keep from tearing them up so much. But if I get another 4 years out of them, I'll be great. So, and it's a lot better with the these move a lot freer with the Heims now instead of the Johnnies. So, and since we don't ride it on the road much, it'll be good. I'd rather have a little more off the road articulation and smoothness than as far as smoothness in the articulation, the movement, than because we don't drive it on the road hardly anymore. So it'll still drive fine on the road and should be better off the road now. Got my pretty big beefy Tom Woods drive shaft in her ear, and yeah, so far so good. We're still making headway and just about done to wrap it up. seemed to be running fine till I washed it, and then it started idling high, and then all of a sudden it went back to idling normal. So I thought it fixed itself, but that wants to cut off with you. You get on it.
I mean, it looks good.
Off back. It's a freaking Jeep. That's for sure. Aggravating turd too. I thought I was done working on it.
Never, never,
I
never.
don't know what is up with it. So, fingers crossed, we got the Jeep fixed, I hope. I checked the distributor, well, the distributor cap rotor button, this ain't been changed in a couple years, so I put one of them on it because it had some corrosion in it. That could have had something to do with it. Everything was dry inside of it. I thought I got it wet with the washing it, but I knew the problem started when I washed on this side, like around the throttle body. And last night I checked, after we come back, I checked hooked the computer up to it, and the voltage on it was reading like 99% on the one, and it would go all, it didn't go to nothing, and then it would read, and then it wouldn't. It didn't matter whether you was cycling the throttle or not. So change cap and rotor button, all that's good. And I changed throttle position sensor, and now with both of either one of the computers hooked up, it'll read and change, and it goes from, like on a Snap-on computer, it'll go from up to 100% open, back to 1% open, and it'll cycle through it, and the voltage will change. So that should be good to go. It cranks and idles fine now, so I don't know if that was the actual spitting issue, but if it's fueling too much, if it's showing the computer that it's open too much and it's dumping too much fuel, then the fuel can't burn it, so it's going to make it spit. So I hope that fixed all the problems, because it's been running fine. But like I say, I did leave the key on the other week. Sometimes that can burn up the coal and stuff, but sometimes it can't, so I don't know. But we're going with that first. I've got a new coal set on the table, and I think that's all I got. I think I just got a coal now. But the pickup coal, so it could be the coal going bad or the pickup coal in the distributor going bad. We're hoping it was just the throttle position sensor throwing the computer off, putting too much fuel in it. So now that it works, I'm gonna go drive it.